Hello, Gunpla people. I'm Zeta Kai for the Gunpla Network, and this is going to be my review of the high-grade Universal Century Revive RX-78-2 Gundam Base Limited Gold Coating version. Now, two things. One, I'm a little bit under the gun and a little bit under the weather for this review, so I'm trying to do it all in like a couple takes and do it kind of live to get it out to you. I've been a little busy.
Incoming transmission from Ray.
But now I'm done with that, and it's back to regular life. So if you watched my unboxing, you know a little bit about the story behind this kit and why it's so rare and exclusive and hard to find. This kit is not something you can go to the store and buy. You need to go to the Gundam base, buy a bunch of stuff, get kind of like these Gundam base points, and then once you accumulate enough of those, you can cash them in to get one of these. Now, there is another way to get it. You can go to side7exports.com and buy one for yourself. This one was supplied to the Gunpla Network by Side7 Exports. So if you do go there for any of your P-Bandai needs or Gundam Base limited exclusive kits, items, merchandise, make sure you use the coupon code Gunpla Network 10 at checkout to save 10% on your entire order. So this kit is very hard to acquire, and I'm going to stop my noisy turntable and just kind of talk about it a little bit. It's very hard to acquire kit. It's basically the high-grade Universal Century Revive Gundam, which I have one right here. My son's been playing around with. Very interesting pose. So it's the RX-78-2 high-grade Universal Century Revive, but just molded in a gold injection color and gold metallic coating. That's basically the only two colors you get out of the box. You get a shiny plated gold, and you get a kind of injected gloss gold. It's a little different than some of your other injected gold colors. Let me bring in a little comparison here just to kind of show you that. So you get some of these parts here that are the injection gold, right? They're not plated. The backpack, some of the weapons and accessories, but it's a little different than, say, the Phoenix. Like, this is the Phoenix narrative version, and as you can see, the gold color is quite different. The Revive Gundam is a little browner and has a little bit more silver gold flake in it, and the Phoenix narrative is more yellow, a little bit less gold flake, in fact, or metallic flake. In fact, I don't think there's any silver flake in it at all, but there is a little silver flake in this particular gold. But the rest of it is a gold coating, and it looks pretty spectacular. It's very hard to capture the brightness of this gold on camera because all the shadows get really dark, and if I turn the brightness or the white balance levels up to bring out the brightness of the gold, then it washes out all the details. So it's a very, very vibrant gold. It's not as like silvery gold as like some of your other kits. Like, for instance, let's see this one. So this is the P-Bandai Gila Shiki, actually, but this is a pretty standard color for all of your Hyaku Shiki, Mega Shiki, gold-coated ones, Delta Gundams, things like that. They kind of have this kind of color. It's a more silver tone. This is a little more orangey yellow. This is a lot closer to, say, the recently reviewed by myself, Akatsuki Gundams. They have more yellow in them. In fact, it's very close to the one I just reviewed, if I can pick it up without stabbing myself, the 1/100th no grade. So it kind of falls in that middle ground of gold, where it's not quite as yellow as this, but it's a little more yellow than some of your other Universal Century gold-coated kits. Now, that's a lot of talk about the colors and what they look like. Let's talk a little bit about the build process. So the Revive Gundam is a great Gundam kit. So if you've seen any reviews of the Revive Gundam, and they are everywhere, they're ubiquitous, you know what this thing kind of contains. It's very solid build, and it's very articulate, and it looks great out of the box. However, despite the fact that a lot of the nubs in the engineering for the standard Revive look great and have been well thought out. When you plate it in gold, there are some bad nubs that really stand out. For instance, right here on the side of the head, where the two halves of the head meet, there's some really bad nub marks there. I noticed some right here on the tops of the ankle guards, some really bad nub marks in there, and there's a couple just here and there scattered about. Unfortunately, this kit is not undergated, unlike the Akatsuki Gundam or other Gundams like that. It is not undergated, so you are going to have some of those nub marks. That's really unfortunate for a kit that is so rare and exclusive and commands such a price because of its exclusivity, but that's what you get. You also get in the box, and I left that in the focus so you can see this, you get a shield, so plated gold on the front and the injection gold on the back. You get a bazooka that is 100% injection gold. You get a beam rifle and a trigger finger hand. Both of those are injection gold, however the scope is plated gold, so that's a nice little contrast. You get 2 closed fists, as you do in any of these Revive Gundams, and you get 2 beam saber blades that are your standard pink color, as you'd expect, and you also get a little gold-coated clip for the back for the bazooka. So everything's pretty standard as far as the kit itself. It's everything that you would get in the standard high-grade Universal Century Revive Gundam. However, everything is just dripping with this beautiful, beautiful gold. So I almost forgot to include some action shots. So here are some beauties of the Revive Gundam gold coating in action with its different accessories. So being based on the Revive Gundam, it is, as I mentioned, very solid. It's a very stable kit, and it's quite expressive and articulate. This is one of the best high grades that Bandai has produced in the past little while, especially at its price point. And this great gold color coating the entire kit makes it even better. I do recommend you wear gloves when handling this particular kit because that gold is a fingerprint magnet. You also want to keep it away from dust, which is tricky for me, but yeah, it definitely attracts dust as well. But once you get it in some poses, man, this kit really, really stands out as being something unique and truly, truly special. So anyway, we'll get back to me rambling on about the kit here in a moment. I would say if you're looking for a great build right out of the box that is very, very gold, this is a decent kit, but it's not the best kit. I think that Akatsuki or some other undergated kits, a lot of the kits in this line here, the Delta, the Mega Shiki, or the Gila Shiki, the Hyaku Shiki, those are very good because a lot of the gold, in fact, all of the gold is pretty much undergated, so it looks really good out of the box. This one, not so much, because it was not engineered with the thought that it was going to be coated in gold at some point. So it's an awesome, awesome display piece. It really pops on the shelf, really, really stands out, and looks great. And it's superb for anyone who is a collector. If you want something that is exclusive and no one else has, then this is something that might be interesting to you. But if you are looking for something perfect out of the box, this might not be the best thing for you. So that is pretty much it for the high-grade Universal Century Revive Gundam, Gundam Base Limited gold coating version. Stay tuned in the future. I have some new videos planned, something that relates to this guy right here. And as always, subscribe down below and keep building, everyone.